Equations A worksheet was all about combining like terms on the same side of the equal sign, then solve for your variable. Take your hood up. Okay. You were supposed to do pages 1 and 2 for practice work during class. Page 2, what you had to do was you actually had to solve all of them. Even if you guessed the puzzle, which isn't that hard to figure out, you still have to do the work because I'm not grading you on the answer of the puzzle. I'm grading you on whether, you know, the concept of the equation. I know a lot of you didn't finish this. I'll give you time in class today, but I do want to go over a few problems of equations worksheet B, which is page 3, okay? And we did quite a few of these already. A lot of these are two-step equations that we did a couple of worksheets on them. I just kind of want to refresh your memories here. I'm just going to pick a few examples. Let's do number 3. If you're still having trouble adding stuff to the same side of the equal sign, please put a dotted line there. I'm still having, like, if I have to subtract 8, I'm still seeing, believe it or not, I'm still seeing students that will subtract 8, try to subtract 8 from the negative 7y. It's each side of the equation. Okay? Has to be, that's why I tell you guys, put a dotted line there so that you understand that you have to put it on each side of the equation. All right, these are constants. These are same terms, so I can subtract these. 36 minus 8 is 28, my equal sign. These add up to 0. Now be careful, okay? The sign stays with that term. Bring it down. I have negative 7y. And then I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient, negative 7. And I get 28 divided by negative 7, negative 4 equals y. Like I said, we've done problems like this just the other day, last week. Let's review some fractional work. Let's do number 7. All right, number 7. I do have a fraction. I have to get the fractional term by itself before I multiply by 6. Well, I don't have to, but it's easier to do it this way. Here's my dotted line. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. It's just easier getting that fraction by itself. Okay, my 5's add up to 0. I'm going to bring my k divided by 6, or k over 6, equals negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Now what do I do? Yeah, now that I have my fractional term by itself, I need to get the variable by itself. It's being divided by 6, so I'm going to multiply by the denominator 6, or 6 over 1, however you want to think about it. My 6 is canceled to 1. 1 times k is just k. And 3 times 6, 18. Which number? Yes. In fact, let's do number 8. Gentlemen, I use that term loosely. Okay, here's my dotted line. And I'm going to subtract 14 first. These add up to 0. I'm going to bring down my negative n over 4. 17 minus 14 is 3. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by... Now, if I multiply by negative 4, it's kind of doing two things at once. Okay, it's getting rid of my 4 and the negative sign. So n equals 3 times negative 4, negative 12. Questions? I have a request for number 4. I'm going to put my dotted line in. See, I'm going to add 19 to both sides. These add up to 0. I'm bringing my 12n down. Negative 4 plus 19 is a positive 15. Then I have to divide by the coefficient 12. So I get n equals 15 twelfths. You want to put it in as a decimal, by all means, go ahead. Doesn't matter. Okay, number 13. As much as we'd like to skip word problems, we can't. Okay, Sarah's going on a backpacking trip and plans to carry 25 pounds in her pack. What is that, 25 pounds? If she's going to carry 25 pounds, that's our total, right? Remember what I told you about totals? Your totals usually in this class is going to be on one side of the equal sign, okay? She has already packed 18.5 pounds gear. So she has already packed 18.5 pounds gear. So here's our 18.5 pounds of gear. We're going to add it to, it looks like water. And she wants to use the rest of the pack's weight for water. Each bottle of water is a quart and weighs 2 pounds. What's our unknown here? It's each bottle of water. We don't know how many bottles, right? We will, yeah. Okay. So she wants to bring a number of bottles, and each one of those is going to weigh how many? How much? 2 pounds. Okay. All we have to do is solve. Part B, it's asking us to solve. No, I was going to put my equal sign over here and decided to move it closer to the middle. Okay, part B says to solve it. So I'm going to subtract 18.5 pounds. There's my equal sign, my dotted line. Subtract 18.5. These add up to 0. I have my 2x. 25 minus 18.5, 6.5, good. And I'm going to have to divide both sides by the coefficient, 2. So how many bottles of water is she going to be able to carry? 3 1/4 bottles. Yes, sir. Number 15, 53 plus, so 53 plus 4 times n, 4 times n, we don't really need any multiplication symbol between them, is as much as 21. What kind of sign am I gonna put in there for is as much? Yeah, it's an equal sign, right? It's a really complicated way of saying equals. Now it says write the equation and then solve it, right? The instructions, because I read them. Write an equation, then solve by showing work. All right. Let's say I got to subtract 53, subtract 53. I'm going to put a dotted line there. I get 4n equals, let's see, 11 minus 3 is 8. 1, let's see, be negative 28. Divide both sides by the coefficient 4. And what did you get for an answer? Oh. About -7. A couple of you guys made mistakes on the test. The word quotient. I don't know if I took off for it. I think I just changed it. What does quotient mean? Division. Division. A lot of you put multiplication. Did I screw it up? Is it 32? No. Well, maybe it is. 9. I was doing it backwards. It's my dyslexia is kicking in. I'm getting -32. Yeah, I don't know where you got -28. You got it. I have no idea where you are getting -28. It's -32. I was going the other way with it. Why not? Everybody else does it. You're right. Okay, 17. The sum of, what does sum mean? The sum, that's addition, of 5 times x and 2 is equal to 32. Of the equation, subtract 2, 5x equals 30. Divide both sides by the coefficient 5. X equals 6. See what you can do on the rest of the word problems. If you're having trouble, I'll go through them tomorrow. What? Okay, so you're